Hey guys, I'd like to give you kind of a haul video, I guess you would call it, about things that I picked up over just today and yesterday. I got restless yesterday, Tuesday, and just headed out to one store and loved what I found. And then today, and again, found plenty of goodies. So let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna be jumping all over the place based off of what I remember from when, but this is 2 days of stuff. I probably shouldn't have tried to load it all in screen like this. Let me get some precarious things out of the way. I got some Fagor, not sure how to pronounce it, pressure cookers. Let me put this stuff here. Okay, pretty nice, clean. They have good pliable seals. They sometimes have little baskets inside. Some of them are a little stained. The baskets are missing on these, but I only paid $5 for that one and $6 for this one, and should get almost $40 for that one, and probably closer to $50, but maybe if I'm lucky, $60 for that one. I actually might go back to the thrift shop and look again to see if they have kind of the steaming baskets or the elevated platforms that go inside of them to be sure I can get a little more. Brother is a great brand for most things, whether it be printers or typewriters or sewing machines. And this is the limited edition Project Runway version, model CE5500 PRW. I paid $8 for it, and the comps on this are kind of all over the place, varying from $60 to $120. So I'm going to look more closely at condition and accessories included before I try to price it. Got another air cast cryo cuff, ice water cooler, gravity fed. It's got the hose inside and another knee wrap. I've been finding a ton of these lately for some reason. I sold one a couple weeks ago for $48, another just the other day for $45. I had just listed yet another one, and here I pick up a fourth one for only $6, so I hope to get almost $50 for it. I just picked these two things up today. Not quite sure if they're going to work yet because they don't have any power cords. I had to order power cords for them. This Leap Pad Ultimate, paid $6, might get only $30, but replacement power cord is pretty cheap. I'm gonna use a generic power cord to try to charge it up and test it with the game I have on hand. And this Scan Snap surprised me. Sometimes document scanners can be good money, and this was, what was the brand? Fujitsu, that's right. The Scan Snap IX500. I was really surprised. The sell-through on this is over 100%, but it didn't come with a power cord, and I searched the whole store high and low for a good 15 minutes, digging in buckets. Couldn't find the power cord. Paid $10, and the power cord replacement is $25 I just ordered. And comps are really all over the place, varying from 60 to like 130. So I might return the power cord, I might return this, we'll see what happens. The Iced Tea Maker by Mr. Coffee was a quick pickup for $6. These are very easy to overlook. You would look at them and you'd think, nah, whatever. But they're very consistent, good sellers for 20 bucks. $6 into 20 isn't so great, but I know it sells fast. And I was especially excited about this because I found in the same store, in the plastics aisle of the kitchen goods, 2 pitchers that go with it. And I thought, oh yes, because those alone are $20 or $25 a piece. Unfortunately, they were both cracked. I love seeing these bags, whether for usually Bissell, but any other brands. The accessories in these mesh bags are usually overlooked by people, and the thrift stores often sell them pretty cheap. I got this bag of accessories, which is in really clean condition. Many pieces might not have ever been used. I got it for only $4, and it's especially great to have both the hose and any power element, like a rotating brush, and any additional pieces that might be in it are bonus. But Usually these sell, depending on the brand and the precise model that it goes with, between $20 to $30. This particular setup I should get 30 for. So that's pretty good. This was a cool find. Another Brother, a DS Mobile 920 DW portable scanner. It has wireless functionality. It was only $4, and when I opened it up, it's like barely used. It's got all the manuals, the alignment sheets, the accessories, fabric carrying cloth, micro SD cards, and I tested it out. Unfortunately, it is no longer supported by Brother, so people will have trouble with it if they don't have a CD drive for the drivers, but it still works with an SD card even if they can't install drivers, because the Brother website sadly doesn't have the drivers downloadable. But $4 into probably 40, but I've seen a few sell for $45.50. A few board games I picked up. They're not terribly profitable, although this Blockus Trigun, I sold one recently and I talked about it, only paid $3, and these consistently sell for around 30. And I just counted all the pieces before recording, and they're all there. So 3 into 30, I'll do that all day long. Pandemic has been around a long time, only paid $3 for it, and it might only sell, they made so many copies of these and they've been around so long. They typically only sell for maybe $10 if you're lucky, but I opened it up before buying and I realized that it is never played with. All the cards inside are still sealed and shrink wrapped. It's basically open box condition. Crack the Case is a mystery group game where there's a ton of cards with mysterious scenarios, like a dead body is found with a shell and a mint and a plate right next to him, and one player knows the secret of the mystery and everyone needs to ask yes or no questions. It's something you would overlook probably, but these are very popular. They're from the early 90s and they keep selling and keep selling for at least $15, sometimes up to $20. And so I snapped it up for $4, just because I knew, yeah, low profit, but it'll sell and relatively quickly. I just paid $2 to pick up an Amazon Echo power cord because I very often find Echoes without power cords, and figured, okay, might as well have some on hand. Bought like 3 or 4 toy bags, plastic bags, hanging on the pegged walls at Goodwill, and discovered they had a lot of these high quality animal toys, either Safari Limited, or most of them are the, don't know how to pronounce it, Shilish? Not sure how to pronounce it, but got a fair amount of animals in here, and I wound up paying, when it was all said and done, about $1.50 per animal, and they'll sell, I've seen them sell for about double that, at least $3, even for the most generic. But I figured, I haven't gone through all of these yet. Some individual ones are especially sought after for 10, 12, 15, and there might even be more rare ones. So we'll see if I have any kind of luck with that. But even if they're all pretty common ones, I can just lot them together and get double my money relatively reliably. I was pleased to see this, and I knew it had value because I had purchased something similar in the recent past. I like finding DVD recorders, but I didn't have any blank DVDs. So I got packages of both DVD-R and Plus-R and knew that they weren't cheap. And so when I saw this sealed spindle of 100 Sony DVD-R blank DVD discs for $6, I figured that'd be a pretty good bet. And indeed, it goes for over 20 certainly, but very often closer to 30. I've been having not great luck in my local area with hair devices, but I found a small little pickup, the Ultra Chi 1-inch hair straightener. It'd be better if it was a fancy pattern or more rare color, but the hot pink's not bad. And I only paid $4 for it, and it'll sell in the teens, usually probably high teens. So just something relatively quick and easy. Presto, $1. Just a little Presto control heating element for a hot skillet. You should easily get a dozen dollars, maybe 15 or so. This was cool looking little thing, a little Sony Mic in Micro M-100 MC micro cassette recorder. It's got that big honking microphone looking on the end, and I just tested it out. It works fine. Picked it up for $4. It only sells for maybe 20, but it's in great condition and sells pretty quick. Found a cute couple of eyeglasses for $2 a piece. This is Hagar brand, model HFT 547. Kind of a navy and black tortoiseshell pattern there. In decent condition. I didn't find any comps on that specific model number, but Hagar brand is kind of all over the place. I'll need to do a little bit more research, but probably just 15 to 20 for the frames. Nothing crazy. These, if the markings are to be believed, are Gucci. And a model GG1311. These roundish frames are pretty uncommon. I could not find comps on this. There's some wear to the paint around the bridge and along the top of some of the lenses. You can see that more silvery. If they're brand new, we're talking like 160, 260, and they get crazy from there. But a lot of Gucci sell in the $40 to $50 range, so I'll probably try that or a little bit higher to begin with. We'll just cross our fingers and see what happens. Got this big machine here, a dual player DVD VHS, which thankfully works. Sony model SLV-D350P. Paid $10, hopefully you'll get about 50. And the biggest find of the week wasn't at a thrift shop. It's the only thing from this pile that I got at a yard sale. And it was just in a random box full of old cameras. But I thought the color caught my eye. And then Nikon, Coolpix, and the specific model number didn't ring a bell to me. I'm not that familiar with them. The S3500. And I asked them what would they like for it. $3. $3. I had to order a battery and they'd lost the battery charger. So stay tuned as to whether it works. It seems to be in great condition. But if it does work, possibly $150 or $160. So that's just the past 2 days. So things are looking up, I think. Now I just got to get it listed. See you later.